Okay, this is a video for my college unit, which is Pro Practice, Task 5, which is the CV and portfolio. This video is also going on YouTube, blah blah blah. So, basically, I'm going to show off in this portfolio basically everything that's in this folder from game sounds of the projects that are going on at college and stuff I'm doing outside of college. For example, game sounds, which are for the game sounds engines, game sound unit, but I'm also doing some at home. Shoot 'em up for a flash game, an animation file. Fortunately, the other one's missing. Game from last year. Some screenshots of game level in progress for game engines. Models, drawings I've done for people, friends, 3D environment levels, and some models, 3D models. So we might as well get started and start the game sounds. The assignment brief for game sounds was that we had to create sound effects for a flash shooter game, which the tutor, in this case Graham, had provided us, and we had to create some music and use sound effects that we had recorded. I'm just gonna demo just the musics that I have done, and hopefully this won't be too loud, and it probably will no my luck. So I'm gonna mute the audio slightly. So first I'm gonna show the game play the game overview. All this music was used with a website called Soundation. It is free to use. So yeah. Basically these are all short like 5-10 second previews, and then they loop as they will get looped in the game. So the next episode demo is the first level music. These are still work in progress, by the way. These are still work in progress, but I'm happy with the way some of them work. Like the opening does work for the file. I will probably show the file in a minute. These sort of remind me of the old arcade synthesized music that was used in arcade games. The other files out here are sound effects which have been edited in Audacity to make sounds for like the guns and stuff. For example, that's supposed to be the sound when they explode for one of the ships. The sound was made outside with a walkie stick hitting a metal post. What I did was I slowed it down. That was like money dropping in the machine. I just slowed it down. Slowed down and sped up for them. And the final project and the project altogether, which I at the minute cannot remember where I have put the folder. It's on my desktop, I don't believe. Just check. No. Awkward, I forgot to put it in there. Search. because if I put space. Trouble does oh no, I found what I'm supposed to put. And I'll put it in Flash Develop. I have not planned this is just kind of me winging it and going with the flow. So the game was already built and ready. We just more or less have to edit the sound, just change the sounds with our own sounds and demonstrate it so when my Flash Live boots up, although it's still building with lags. So as you can hear, when I lower the volume, so as you can hear, my music's in the background being played. So just a minute. So I was given this. So he's just given that shell. I, using SoundNation and Audacity, edited the audio together. I edited the audio, SoundNation created it, put it into the game, and then test run. That is just version 1. I have got, I've written more music, but I just wanted to show off the first version. Next thing in the port. The next thing I'd like to show is the Flash Shoot 'em Up, which I'll just have to close this project. That's all. Boot it up, and it should boot up. This project was used for my Flash unit. Some alterations have been made to this in the sense of I had to, because of another unit, I did a video to advertise this game, which we were allowed to. I had to change the you win and you lose screen because the writing that I did before was quite poor, or rather it wasn't neat and unprofessional, so I had to change it anyway, and it gave me a reason to change it. So this is one I did with code. It does have some glitches which will result to fixing, one of them being the score update, which is on the list, and probably the enemy and the rate. I have got a list of things I will do to improve this. So I'll give you some demo of the code. Source. Some of the trouble I had with this code was the level change. The level changing was quite a pain because it refused to go into the next levels. Some other trouble I had was this random bug of enemies where set the enemies, when you boot the game up, it went you, and from menu to you win, menu to you win, which for some reason it bugged up. You've got the enemy class. This was the alpha version with changes, so like the code has not been commented properly. Oops. I would improve that. But That's something I am sort of proud and sort of in the mix of I liked doing it. I enjoyed doing it. It did make me lose my temper every now and then. I did enjoy I enjoyed making it. It's not the best, I will admit. It's not one of the greatest things to be ever made. I do have some things about it I hate, I have some things I like about it and stuff, but it is quite a good project. And it also helps me improve my mind of how games coded, because we tried C++, I believe, or C#, can't remember which one, and it was like coding just destroyed my brain. This was easy, well delivered, and helped. The next thing I am loading up is the animation for my 3D animation, where we had to do future, basically stuff in the future. I went for something called, which was a turntable, which when you played the music, a video would come up showing like the band live or something while it was playing. Unfortunately, there was a setback to this, where in After Effects and stuff, the videos the music would work, the animation of the needle would move, although the platter which the vinyl sits on just refused to move. If I moved it, it just crashed it or ruined the animation. And the videos in After Effects and the Max equivalent, or the Autodesk equivalent to After Effects, really did backfire and stink. And from the looks of things, because I'm recording my desktop, Max has decided to play up. Oh joy. So while that is loading, if it does, so 3ds Max is a mix between free if you're a student and quite pricey, but this is, from the looks of it, an earlier model of the animation. Which is kind of surprising. But let's see if I can remember to move out. Fortunately, I don't have my mouse plugged in, which I will plug in. I'll plug the mouse in. This is like an earlier version of the turntable, where the shapes and body is just been made. It hasn't been animated, no music's been added or anything. Whereas that's one I want. Whereas this one, and do it this way. Search again. Which we have screenshots here where you see the final thing, which, as you can tell from that, has improved. Oops. Ugh. So that has improved from that it's evolved into that with some side shots, like shot of it pretty, some render shots of it rendering in wireframe and normal frame, with the plateau and the progression of it. And Max, like everything else, can be annoying and crash. But I can show you a video. This is basically what it does is basically the start button here gets pressed, the music plays, this music was recorded off a genuine record which I own, which I did a digital copy of anyway. And this little needle here does move within later the video. But the problem was this little bit where my mouse is was not moving, the plot wasn't moving, and it was just causing me trouble. I will have another attempt at that, because I did design another turntable and it all worked. Unfortunately, it's not on this machine, it's on another machine. There's Max. I don't know how long this video is, so I'm gonna speed through these, just quickly showing my models in Maya, and then Maya's I might skip the UDK things and just show the screen grabs. And hopefully Maya won't be as bad as Max. That's what I'll do is might got Max be just easy as Maya, but because it's quicker. So here we have a TV. It's supposed to be a steampunk TV, or a TV from the future. That looks quite reasonable. I wouldn't say it's like brilliant. Oops. The other two models I will show now. We have another turntable. This one is more realistic and no, it's not more realistic, it's quite a lot better. In my opinion, this is like the best turntable I've done, and it's the point and everything just works with it. And finally, which didn't help. And finally we got this, which I can't remember if it was supposed to look like a Dreamcast or PlayStation 1. If memory serves me, it was supposed to look like the original PS1, but then like the Dreamcast, and it went chaos. But this was done using Maya. Maya's quite an no, I wouldn't say easy 3D software to learn. Well, it's quite fun and stuff. It's great models like that. So next I'll just show you two quick pictures of my 3D level that had to be done in the first year, and I'll explain each shot. This shot is basically I went for a tutorial level where you get to learn how to fly and shoot and everything. The screenshot was supposed to prove that the hangar that's in this that is in the tutorial level is full of vehicles which you can fly, try, and also this level could have been used as a multiplayer death battle level with all these ships. You could have like so many ships and everything explodes. The idea was there, but the product was not there. This was the screenshot, because there's other two screenshots that I seem to have found, was the maze where you learn how to walk around, learn the controls like camera, movement, stuff. And these were supposed to be like bots that help, bots that you speak to, or make it like a crowd scene, like crowds are coming, like in like in, I can't think of an example, like in an RPG game, like when a person walks right in front of you and you have to move out of the way from this, that and the other. Next I figured I'll show you some of my artwork. This was done in my first year of media. The reason why I'm putting these in is because is to show that my gaming passion does lead into other things. Because my first year of media, where we did our photography video and something else, can't remember what the other thing was at the minute. Whenever I had a chance, I would do something gaming related. We had to create our own 3D paper and mache models and stuff. And at the time, I was going through a Sonic phase where in the lesson, which I can't remember, which I do know it's an IT lesson, we had to do a PowerPoint where we had to talk about something that we like. So say like, if it was going in a museum and someone was walking and they didn't know about that thing, it would literally show like the history of it, but make it easier so people understand, they wouldn't get bored, they wouldn't get anything. And I went for a Sonic phase at the time. I was playing nothing but Sonic games, so I did a Sonic model. So I built a wireframe, paper mache'd it, and painted it. Unfortunately, there was a few problems with this, which is the paint I was using wasn't brilliant. I ran out of blue, so I had to improvise and use a bit of gold, and use the excuse that Sonic was going into supersonic mode. The boots, which weren't finished. The other one you will see in a minute. And the finished product, although it looks like Sonic, a load of people who have seen it have always called it a cat, and it hasn't upset me, it hasn't annoyed me, it just sort of writes in my brain that it does. So here's another side shot of it. The problem I had was this little back bit, which we'll see in the next picture. Which is this little bit here. Now the model kept falling over, kept falling down, kept everything. It was like, it wouldn't stand up. Now I remember in one of the comics, Sonic comics, Sonic's playing a piano and he sat down on a bench. I thought, and I took the idea of doing that, or if I did a bench, and have Sonic sit on it, have Sonic sat down, and it should and it should stay stood up, and it did. So I was happy that it would stand up. I was happy it would stand up, and it got me, I believe, a distinction in that lesson for initiative for doing it. Right, the next. Oh, I'm over nearly half an hour. Oh shoot! But the next thing I'm going to show is some pictures that I've drawn for. This was some stuff I did outside of concept art. It's for a sketchbook, and I use these to fill my sketchbook up for concept art. But they were submitted, but they had nothing to do with the concept art. These were just for fun and stuff friends asked. So here we have a Boo Ghost from the SNES versions, Bullet Bills, a P-Block, and Yoshi eating a fruit. Now, a lot of people say my drawings are great and stuff. I always think they're not, and I don't know why. It's just me. I just think, oh, they're not good. The next one, we have some of my some stuff from Dragon Quest monsters, like Cyclops, Slime. I cannot remember the name of this creature for the love of me, which one ain't. This was also done on my first year media after we did the. I think it was before the Sonic model or after, I can't remember. But we had to design a comic book, and at the time I was watching this anime called Mew Mew Power, aka Tokyo Mew Mew. It's a girly anime. This character, I'll just love drawing this character, so I drew it as the main comic book character. You can see the pencil being in. I did colour it, but the colour version really ruined it that badly. I didn't want to colour it, I was like so proud of it. Oops, I had to colour it and the picture got ruined. So apparently I have this memory. We've got Mega Man. I'm a huge Mega Man fan. This one wasn't. I didn't get requested, but I was a huge fan of Mega Man. I still am. I do have my qualms with him. I love him. I hate him. I love him. Hate him. Love-hate thing. I love him. I just hate the annoying difficulty on it. To the fact that the only time I've beaten the games are roughly by flukes of me having one more hit, I would die, but I managed to defeat the enemies. So, yeah. Mew from Pokemon. Mini Mew. This is, along with this, comes from Tokyo Mew Mew. It's just a little thing that tells them when enemies in sight. We have got Nez from Earthbound, or the Mother series, as everyone knows it. I think everyone knows Nez. This was some graphics drawings that were done for the start of the games course. We had to do something called the ABC course, and we had to draw something which was pixel and vector. Vector, I drew this fox, and I named it after my sister, Nickel. And it was quite good, but there's like some variations of this one somewhere where this one where you got the paw so high from different angles and shots. Another Sonic. This one I'm actually quite proud of. The inking was more better. The next three is from. It was actually from Mate Mel, aka Mel, the Office Gamer Girl. It is a character from a game, and I can't remember the name at the minute. It's Captain Pinkerwords or some name, which is I think. This was the first version I did. the second version I did, which made it look a bit realistic, and the Ink version, which went horribly wrong. But she was great for them. She said she was going to put them on her thing. And I think this is the last one, yeah. And finally we got Yoshi. I did this for a friend's birthday present. And Yoshi's like his favourite character, so I was like, yeah, I can draw Yoshi. So I drew a Yoshi. And I will quickly demo the UDK levels, since I will make this video, or at least some length, showing some things. Where is UDK? It is somewhere in here. This will be one I won't pass the start yet. I won't get that call. Hopefully this won't lag even more than Max did. And 8 minutes ago. This may be bad for the Moodle page. I may have to put it in Dropbox. Can you just put this in Dropbox? Nope. Oh, that's how close I'll stop the video, yeah. Oh, maybe not. UDK is finally booting up. Well, it means if it's going on YouTube, I'm going to have to separate the video. I haven't got unlimited time anymore. Well, I haven't got unlimited time on this channel. Yeah, dear. How long was the journal? Next. Oh. That's what I'll do. Oh, what's in there? Quickly give you a quick demo of these levels. Yeah. Right. Oops, that's the wrong one. Just loaded the wrong. Oh, I can demo these. So, for 3D environments, we got given the task of making just an environment that looks professional. So this wasn't the first level I did. This was the second one I did, which is a jungle. No, it's supposed to be a jungle. Like, you got weapons, a bomb there, blood splatters showing that someone's been there and got killed. A spaceship on fire under a waterfall, which I don't think that would ever happen in real life. The water would be put out, but it just happens to be like that. A waterfall, which is it was supposed to be raining as well, but I had to do the waterfall effect. A jungle and a mountain, which when you climb will activate the boss battle. And the other one I wanted to show, desktop part 2. Yeah. You can't see this one properly because of the fog I put in it, but we've got stuff like broken weapons there, some broken ship parts, a broken roof. It's like supposed to be a building that's been crushed, and that this little bit's the other bit that's surviving, which is on fire. Some rubble to indicate it was a scrapyard. some power generators which blow up, and some more broken ship parts. This is supposed to be a scrapyard in the sense of, like, it was an abandoned scrapyard, like in Alan Wake. But it didn't. I'm not happy the way it turned out. I'm not happy that it wasn't what I had in mind, but with the tools I had, it's brilliant. Tools I had, it was a good attempt. Like all my work, I'm happy with the way most of my work's turned out. A lot of it I'm not happy with. I'm not picky about it. So this portfolio video that's just a sample of my portfolio, and so it's like 36 minutes long, but I wanted to show as much as I could. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Yeah.